What's up, party peoples? Gonna check if I'm live or not. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, today I'm gonna talk about hindsight analysis. You know, hindsight analysis, like which means we just recap things like what would have been better, done better, and things like that of the past week, of the week that we traded. So as I just look at three pairs, NAS, Gold, and GJ, I trade pre-London till London clothes, like random because I have to sleep as well, and yeah, I trade when I am free, but mostly pre-London and London. So we're gonna do hindsight analysis, okay, of the week prior, of the week that we traded, Tuesday, Monday. So this is the time. So coming to Monday in H1 time frame, price was bullish, right? We found 2 hours before, 2 hours before, yeah. So actually, what is trend? First, you have to identify like what is the real definition of a trend. A trend is just the direction where you think price is going to go based on the time frame you are looking at. Okay, that thing is clear. And second thing, you have to have proper understanding of market structure. Like market structure means like higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, consolidation, uptrend, downtrend, things like that. So yeah, market just moves in three waves: uptrend, downtrend, and consolidation. You have to identify that structure. Like that structure means like, so what is the, and we have to just identify a session trend and decide where the candles will move and things like that. So on that basis, we apply our setup, which is buying support in uptrend, selling resistance in downtrend, impulse entry, counter trend. So that's the thing. So that's the decision you have to make. Like, are you going to buy within the range? Are you going to sell and things like that? And third thing, you have to identify how much range you have to take trade. Okay, so coming to this day, what was the session trend? We were bullish, right? Because see, candles are coming up. So we have no information right here. So we jump down to 30-minute time frame. On 30-minute time frame, as we can see, price was just ranging, right, between this and this. So let's take a sneak peek at 15-minute. So see, nothing had made sense at this time as like pre-London 977 is the pre-London time, because pre-London is 2 hours before London open, and nothing made sense. So when this candle closed below, this candle was a big candle, but still we just closed below the range of consolidation. So sales was valid. Over when this candle wicked up, if you think stop loss is too big, then you can wait for like wick up, candle to wick up and break below its own low or break below this low to continue to sell. So see, I'll explain you the market structure behind this. First thing is you have to identify market structure. Second thing is you have to identify the session trend. And third thing you have to identify is how much range you have. So first thing what I said, identify market structure. What was the market structure? Price went up, we consolidated, right? So what was the session trend? It was consolidating. So what will be our plan? We sell when resistance, when support is broken in consolidations and resistance is broken, we buy in consolidation. So the support is broken. So what do? We just sell after confirmation. So this would be having a good sell. Secondly, we came down, we created. So what happened was we were consolidating, right? This candle we came down, we formed support. We have to look just like, we don't have to look far away, this nothing. We just have to look at the current price, what the market is doing right now. So what market did, we consolidated, we broke below, we came up, we formed resistance in a downtrend because the trend has shifted from consolidation to now bearish, right? So we found resistance, we found support. So now what will be our plan? Our plan would be, so the trend has changed. So what's the trend now? The trend is bearish, right? When the trend is bearish, what do? We sell resistance. It came down, it formed resistance. Like, we can sell over here, keeping stop loss based on 15-minute. If it's smaller, yeah, you can keep stop loss. Even you can sell over here. Like, price came down, came up. Like, the thing is you have to identify when are you actually looking for buy and when are you actually looking for sell. See, the same thing like this, the resistance form, it is a valid idea to sell because we have not sold off too much. After the consolidation we broke below, we have identified that the trend is bearish, right? So this resistance form, we just sold to this because it has high probability to test its own low. But in this case, see, we moved up. So the support is formed after bullish candle, after bearish candle, right? Support is formed when we have a bullish candle after a bearish candle. So see, support has formed. Can we take a buy then? No, bro, because we have moved up. We have moved up too much. So what is the trend here? It's kind of bullish, but we can't buy over this place. We can't do anything. So we gotta wait for some other confirmation. Like, we gotta wait for other confirmation. What confirmation means? Like, first we should wait for now to create like some sort of market structure to make sense to either buy, sell, or something, right? Like just happened here. We consolidated, we broke below, we create resistance, we sold. It was not overbought, oversold like we had. It was perfect. See, came down, we formed resistance, we just sold, right? And secondly, as you can see, even in 30-minute time frame, now we sold here, right? We came down. Even if we sold here, it's good. Now price, what it did, it went up. Now we need a new something like market structure that we have identified or seen before. We just gotta wait for the things that you can recognize or things like that, right? So after 30-minute, see, 30 minute 30-minute we formed. So we gotta look, where can we take a buy, where can we take a sell, what do you want to do you want to sell, do you want to buy? It's your decision according to the setup. The setups are buy support, sell resistance. That's the setup. And impulse entries and things like that, that's the setup. But you have to identify, are you going to buy or are you going to sell on that? Okay, so support form, It was good sales on 15 minute. Yeah, it was good sales. We sold till this. So now what is price doing? You have to understand market structure, like gaze, price action, things like that. It should come from like inner brain or things like that, because ah and make you have to make sense to yourself. So now see, this candle formed like this. Even impulse entries would make sense, but we were like consolidating, so nothing. This candle closed bearish below the zone, but the wick is too big, so we just gotta wait. So let's switch down to 15-minute time frame. So see, 15-minute we came down, like broke the consolidation, came down. This was too big of a candle to take sales. We just waited. Candle formed bullish, nothing. It formed bullish, nothing. We formed bearish, broke and closed below the zone. So what is the trend now? We were consolidating, right? We broke below. We came up. We again came below the zone. So isn't this the break and retest? Like isn't this the like sell resistance in downtrend? Because the trend has shifted now. We were consolidating, broke up, broke below. We came up, closed below, just sell, keeping the stop loss over here and take profit below this zone around this point or something like that. It's the same setup as this one. See, this one and this one. It's the same setup. We consolidated, broke below, came above, broke below, came above, we form resistance, we sell. It's simple. So next setup would be even, do you think we can buy over here, like as the candle formed support, because we have this range to fill? You know what? This kind of trade, like I want to see this kind of things, like this buy support thing when we have no trend or things like that. Like in gold, I bought on this confirmation on this day, on this day. See, what was the trend here then? We came down, but we also had moved up, right? We moved up, we came down. So what is the trend here? We don't have any trend over here. So buying support makes sense over here. You know what I mean? Like, because we have clean range. So first step, identify market structure. Second step, you gotta identify the session trend. So what's the session trend here? We came down. It's kind of bearish, but like we also have moved up. So you know, it's not a consolidation either. It's not consolidation. It's not bullish trend. It's not bearish trend. So buying support made sense. You know what I mean? Like you have to make your eyes to like look at these things so often that like you can anticipate that, yeah, support form, we can have buy still around 50% of the range or things like that. You have to make sense, and we can't sell over here because it's not even a downtrend. Like it's not even a downtrend. This market structure, I am not habitual with these things, this market structure, right? So the same thing over here. We formed support, right? But it's kind of downtrend, right? We formed resistance, we formed support, we broke below the consolidation, it formed support. Yeah, it's kind of downtrend. You know what I mean? So, but we moved up, no confirmation, no nothing. We just finished the day. Uh, and this one, next day, when we come next day, this day is finished, right? This day we came up, nothing. So if we drop down to 15 minute, if we have any opportunity, so yeah, you know what, like when I drop to 15 minute, 30 minute, it does not matter, like 30 minute is too much up. So like 30 minute has moved up uh, six candles. So if 15 minute has consolidation and broke, can we take a buy, can we take a sell? Like, I mean, trend is the direction where you think price is going to go based on the time frame you are looking at. That means if 15 minute you are looking for buys, 30 minute it does not even matter. You know, you know what I mean? Like for your trade to be taken, it does not matter. It should not stop you. If it stops you, that it then it means you have not proper understanding of market structure and things like that. So see 15 minute six. It can we buy over here impulse in trend? See this setup impulse in trend? No, because we have up moved off too much. So we need a market structure to form. You know what I mean? See, everything aligns market structure, session trend, and zones and ranges. Everything aligns, and you make sense of your setup to play. See, we broke up, but it's not a good setup because we have moved up too much. So probability of going up is lower. We moved up, we came down, formed support, moved up, nothing. So now the price is ranging. This is support. This is the resistance. Can we buy after this breakout? No, because like this is not kind of consolidation I love to take buys and sells of. No, resistance formed. Can we take a sell? No, no, I don't like this at all. This one, no, because it's kind of bullish. We want something like the one I showed you in gold. Like it was moving up, it came down. Like there's no kind of session trend. The market structure is not like bullish, neither bearish. Like you understand what I mean? Yeah. So on us, it was not. It's bullish, but it's not bearish either. So we can't take a buy or nothing sells. So at this point, see, the price formed like this. We found support, we found resistance. So now the price is consolidating. Now I can say the price is consolidating. Now, whichever side we break, we just buy or sell based on that. Okay. So look, 30 minute had nothing. 15 minute, we closed at the zone. See, we consolidated too much, and it's like around NYSE time, and we formed support. If you want to take risk, this was also a good time when price moved up, broke below the low. Like see, it's the same setup every time. We consolidated, we broke below, we just sold. And if you think like this is a break and retest, you are a dumbass, because this is not a break and retest. This is simply consolidation now, because this candle is too much, has too much weekend stuff like that. So now either you sell over here, either you just wait. So now see, it's a simple. Things repeat every time. So this candle, we it just broke above this. We closed bullish, right? Can we take a buy here? I won't take a buy because this moved too much. So I would like to, nah, this is not good. Things like that. See, so now we formed resistance. We came down. We formed support. Candle closed bullish. If you want to take a risk over here, yeah, over here. But I would prefer to like when this formed lower week and broke above this own high and over here, somewhere around here, I would take a buy, keeping stop loss over here, because this stop loss for me would be kind of big and would have trailed. So see, you have to only trade when you see something that you recognize, and at this day I can't see anything, like nothing, nothing over here, like price, where's just sort of consolidating, nothing. Price came down in Asian session. We don't have to look all the way here what the price did or something. You just gotta focus on the session trend and trade just the session trend. And if you want to hold the trades for long, like 4 hour week fills and things like that, then you can always look for the high time frame and like decide either you're gonna hold or either you're just gonna leave it, and cut in your profit that you like it, right? The support is formed, the resistance we broke above, but this is not a good nothing. But let's identify from here. Nothing, we just consolidating on 15 minute. It's just a mess, right? Broke above, came down, nothing. Broke above, nothing. Nothing on us this day. So you don't have to force any trade. If you see, can you take a buy over here? No, because this candle has rejection, which means we don't know either this candle will reject this or go up. We don't know. So that's the low probability setup. So what we gotta do over that time, we just leave, because we only trade based on high probability. So see, this candle again came back in the zone, and we don't have enough range over here. So we closed bearish. This candle moved up, so it kind of broke above. This candle retested this zone, and this candle formed bullish. So it was a good trade to buy over here, actually, over here, right? It makes sense because it's consolidating. We broke above, came back, retested, price formed support, bullish candle. So at that time, you have to, like, you don't have to think like, no, I'm a dumbass over this time, like it's a bad strategy, it's so like bad setup, it's bad to trade NAS. No, you just don't have to think like that. What you have to think is, how could I have managed risk? You know what I mean? Like, how can I lose less? That's the only thing you have to think. Not like, no, this is the bad setup. No, things will not work out like that. You have to think how I'm gonna lose less than I've anticipated of losing. Okay? So on 15 minute, how could we have managed risk? So price formed up, we bought over here, right? On this 15, no, over here. We bought over here. So when this candle formed no wick on the top, we just got to close half. That means if we have entered one lot, 1% buys, then now we just left with 0.5, right? So when this candle formed bearish, we just closed all, or we just closed 50% again, keeping the stop loss, main stop loss based on the 30 minutes itself, right? Or 15 minute, if you think 30-minute stop loss is too big, right over here. So when this candle formed bullish, you just hold it. When this candle formed bullish, you hold it, and this candle came to retest. See, now it's again a next setup on M15, the same setup. See, We consolidated, we went up, came down, consolidated, price broke up, it reached this level, formed bullish, we just buy over here again, adding a risk back into the trade. So overall, we just win. So in every situation, you just gotta find idea to win. So see, now again next setup. This is the perfect example. See, we came down below this. We have nothing like no market structure, nothing. See, we came down. We formed support. See, we formed support. So what do you gotta do in this point? We have this clean range. The candle is decent size. This candle, the entry candle is decent size. So see, it's the same setup I said you in the gold on 30-minute time frame. See, what's the session trend here? It's bullish, it's neither bearish, formed support. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you gotta feel the market structure. You gotta feel the like past thing what you have seen. You gotta feel everything and make sense of price action. And you gotta decide: are you gonna buy? Are you gonna sell? Are you gonna wait? Yeah, this is the perfect entry for buys. So what's the trend over here? What's this name of setup? The name of setup is buying support. Simple as that. See, buying support. What is the trend? We have no trend. We have just the range to be filled. We have the clean range. We just bought. Simple. Right? So now in this thing, we went down. Can we sell here? No, because I don't like this. Because we have no market structure now. Nothing. No, it's just me. I don't like this. I like this, but I don't like this because see, we move down, we move too much, we move too up, we form resistance, but like we formed resistance, but I don't like this. The reason why I don't like this is initially we moved bearish, we moved up. It's like break and retest, but I prefer like break and retest to be something like coming from consolidation area. After we break out of consolidation, that break and retest, I love that. But at this scenario, no. But at this scenario, buy made sense because we had clean range. Also here, sell, sell like we had good range, but the market structure here now already became like this. See, I'm looking at these things. Now the market structure has been like this. So like I don't feel it's good selling here. Over here, what's the market structure? It's nothing. See, the market structure it's it favors buy. Here no sells for me. So over here, this is post trade, but this is post session, not on my session. So list even this is weekend. So this is weekend price action. Even this sells made sense, but this even in weekend strategy kind of works. See how powerful our strategy is. So coming back to the next day. So in this day, I just took this trade, buying support like here, adding risk back, and maybe closing at here like with minimal profit or something. And coming back to this day, 30-minute. Came up, nothing, no price action at all. Formed support. See, we formed support, but we came up. It's not also came up like what's the session trend here? Nothing, no trend, no nothing. See, We came up, but we also have came down, right? So no, I don't see anything. It does not make sense to me. So what I do, I just leave it. I just don't have to make sense of things that I don't like. So maybe 15 it makes sense. Let's see. Let's see. We moved up, moved up. Where's the trend now? It's kind of bullish, right? We moved up. We came down. We rejected this area. So, and this formed bearish, and this just closed above. Is it a good buy? No, because I don't like this consolidation. This is not a consolidation. This is nothing. This is not the market structure that I like. This was the market structure I liked. Like, see, even if you have taken buy over here, like for seeing the clean range, you had managed risk over here and waited for like support to be found and nothing found over here. So, no, nothing. Came down, went up, resistance formed, no sales because we have to move too much, and we came down, found support, no buys because initially we are so trending down that the volume might just push down because see, we are so bearish. We can't even sell, and we can't even buy here because we are just trending down. So we formed support, resistance. So see, this sales made sense now. After it waked up, broke below its own low here, right? Because see, what's the trend now? What's the market structure? What's the trend? How you, what's the range, and what's your intuition saying? Everything just combines, and you have to make decision based on that. It formed support, no clean range, no nothing. Moved up, we formed resistance. So what's the trend here? No trend. We just have clean range. So clean range is also the thing that you have to be cautious and like be aware of, like what sort of confirmation you need on this. So in this trade, I would love like wicked up, yeah, no problem. Even if this broke above the high, when it wicked down and broke below its own low again, then I would enter over here, keeping my stop loss above here, anticipating price to move down to fill this range and possibly move down. So it did. So this found support, nothing. Bullish, no, nothing. See, on 30 minute, it made sense, I think, to buy. But we moved down, right? We came down, formed support, moved up, nothing, sold. This candle closed healthy bullish. No, I don't like this, even if it went up. I don't like this. If I don't like this, I don't trade. On this day, we came up, we consolidated. What's the trend? Nothing. If we even sell over here, no range, clean range. So nothing. Came down 30 minute anything. Came down from resistance, no sales because we have moved too much, no buys because range is small and we have sold too much. Came down, formed support. This was a good buy. I think I took this. I think I have taken this trade. I think. Mm, no, no. I have taken this trade. Uh, and 30 over here. I took over here. Like see, price consolidated. We broke up. I took buys over here and close all over here. And this came down. We broke up of this. This was a good buy. Came down, took support, broke up the high, closed bullish. See, I closed at break even over here. It's the same buys on NAS 100. Now it also taken buys over here. Yeah, see, formed, consolidated, broke above buy. Yeah, you. The main thing is you have to manage risk. Risk manage. You have to be focused on risk management. See what I mean? If you focus on risk management, then everything will be okay. See, no range even if we buy. So you have to actually trade what you see, not what you think, and trade only the setup that you like and your eyes like, and only in the pair that you feel that you can manage the risk on. So yeah, that's it. So next week I'm gonna be a banger trader. See, next week I'm gonna break up my all records over the profit, and so the focus on next week would be on 2026 June 8th, Monday. The focus would be just on taking high probability setup and focusing on just how can I lose less on every setup. Like how can I enter on minimal stop loss, how can I reduce my risk, how can I conserve my capital, and over time I will let my setup and my intuition and my thoughts over the chart lead led me to the next level, you know. So that's the goal of my week next week. So that's all. Thank you for coming. Bye.